It's a fairly new concept in college football that there's a general manager for these teams. So just another addition to mirror the NFL and say, look where we're headed. But when you look at player acquisition, it's even in some instances more complicated than the NFL, because at least the NFL, they know, okay, this is the amount of our roster that we've got locked down. They're under contract. We only have to deal with these particular players. They're the only ones eligible for free agency. Free agency is very restricted, just this one period of time during the year. And I know transfer portals just after the season and after spring, but with so many coaches getting let go, it continues on and on and on and on. And again, with the player acquisition, and both from the high school ranks and now collegiately, it's become just way too much, obviously, for the coaching staff to deal with. So this is a pretty pivotal position, this general manager's position. And Michigan goes with a new general manager in Sean McGee, but he's been with Michigan in the past, went to the NFL with the Chicago Bears. So any thoughts in particular? It seems to fall in line with a theme I'm going to get to with the coaching staff, where they go back to a known commodity.
Right. Yeah. So Sean McGee, formerly with us before he went to Chicago. The reason why he left the program is because Harbaugh wanted to add Tom Gamble, formerly of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Tom Gamble left with Harbaugh to the Chargers. So that's why that position became available. And so Sean McGee's contract wasn't renewed when he was up for an extension. But so that's what happened there. But he came back, and it's a major addition, right? Because he has former connections from being here previously. He understands what is Michigan, what are the deficiencies, what are the strengths, and he's a major component for our future NIL programs, right? So he's kind of the middleman. He's essentially an NIL director. He has other other roles as well, right? But he's essentially the middleman for our collectives and our football program, because obviously, although with the new Tennessee verdict, I guess there's no rules anymore with that. But at the time, you needed a gap where your program was under a microscope. But well, kind of, unless you're Miami. But yeah. So I mean, the thing is too, he's got to deal with roster management and things of that nature, and especially today, they're essentially NFL programs. We're semi-pro. The way college football is heading, right? And we're soon, in my opinion, Mark, and I've watched your show. I haven't caught up on your opinion on this though, but it seems to be we're heading to a CBA, right, with the players, and you're going to see a GM become. How many programs have general managers? Is this something that a lot of programs haven't adopted yet, or does Ohio State have a general manager?
Yes, they do, and I can't answer that question, but it seems like every team that I'm running into, I'm seeing that title. So my guess would be 30 or 40.
Okay. Yeah, it seems to be a more prominent role, especially the way things are trending, and I think, the Sean McGee hire, I think, is going to really pay off down the road. I think right now they're still just building the infrastructure, though, because unfortunately with Harbaugh, when he was here, he brought us a national title, and we all appreciate that. But, him along with our administrative staff is a little bit behind in the NIL era. So now that the infrastructure is being laid and donors are being more accepting, or I would say more encouraged with what they're being told, because Harbaugh didn't want to give any donors access, right? So that was a real limiting factor to donations for the NIL program. Because when you got that kind of money, you don't just hand money. You want something in return, whether it be like on-field access or practice or what have you, right? So from my understanding, Sharon Moore is taking that approach, and having Sean McGee, he's the one who's bridging the gap with that. So it should be a major addition for the program.
We got TJ Konerski here from Ronin Sports Talk. We appreciate the super chat contributions, and shop Amazon. Use the link in the description section. So here's the deal with the Amazon link: is it's completely transparent to you folks. If you use it, you're not even going to know you're using it. It still recognizes your account, who you are, gives credit to all those various things within your account. However, it kicks us a portion of that. So My thought, TJ, is that I'm hearing that Amazon is worth like 1.7 or 8 trillion dollars, and it's a shock to many that we're only worth like 1.3 trillion here at the Voice of College Football. So we're trying to catch Amazon. So folks, please, help us out there. Trying to catch Amazon. There we go.
On your way.